Hey everyone, welcome back to the Canadian Girl Podcast with your girl, Talissa. And today we have a special edition, special episode New Year's in Canada, quirky Canadian New Year's traditions and celebrations. I actually super enjoyed researching this. I got a real good laugh, also a lot more questions for some, but I'm very happy to share them with you. Hopefully, you enjoy it just as much as I do. So, let's start in the West Coast. So, in the West Coast of Canada, there is a tradition, and it's called the polar bear swim. It was made famous and actually a tradition after Peter Pantages invited his friends in 1922 on New Year's Day. Peter was known for swimming every day in the bay, and he really enjoyed it. So he found some like minded individuals and decided to go for a polar bear swim. Now, it was made a tradition after him and a global trend. So now it's done in Vancouver, British Columbia, Toronto, Oakville, Barrie. People do it for charity, for the tradition, and there's debates now on the health benefits. So that's super interesting. So it's basically to cleanse themselves, to get rid of before the New Year's or on the day of. That's what some people were saying they were doing it for. I'm really interested in if anybody's done this because I don't know if I could do this. That sounds like it's very intimidating. The polar bear swim. How do you recover from such a thing? Anyways, I found that really interesting. So let's move a little bit towards mid Canada. And yeah, let's share with you what I found about the Métis. So the Métis people call New Year's the kissing day or the shaking hands day because of the customs of visiting around the community and visiting each other with their horses decorated with pom-poms and bells and beautiful garland and their shared foods. So that actually came from just a lot of celebration and interactions with their community, which I thought was very beautiful. So the next one is the Oneida of the Thames and other Haudenosaunee people. They call New Year's Ho-Yan. So Ho-Yan translates roughly to Happy New Year, or you can say New Year. So Ho-Yan actually is a tradition where they have children go door to door collecting donuts. It's kind of what others do for celebrating like Halloween, like trick or treating and the door to door. So they'll go door to door. Also, they'll knock, they'll have their pillowcases to collect their donuts. And yeah, so sometimes, elders will do funny things like ask you to do the dance or you know, make fun for the celebration, to celebrate for Happy New Year's. And we have other blends of Indigenous and Scottish and Irish celebrations. Uh, One of them is basically the first footing, which is a Scottish tradition, and it's for a preferably dark haired man to cross the threshold after midnight, and it's supposed to bring luck. Or the blend of the French also had brought something called the tossing of the breadcrumbs. It's to banish poverty. And the lucky birding, which I actually found out is starting to come back as a tradition. So the children visiting homes to bring good luck, also kind of something similar to the Hoyan. And then we have other Newfoundland and Labrador celebrate the firing off the guns, or the feu de joie, fire of joy. It's kind of like to go out with a bang, in older tradition, to ward off to ward off evil spirits, right? To scare them off. And then you have your Lobster Fest, which is in usually the lobster capitals of the mainly in the east coast of Canada. Shediac, New Brunswick is the capital of Canada and the world. Also, you have other, parties, fireworks. A lot of people share foods. We also have the government house levies, where this became a Canadian tradition since the fur trade, and the fur traders would actually pay respects to the fort masters, and the purpose of what they used it for afterwards and continue now is to exchange greetings between the people and the leaders and the lieutenant governor, to show support and to have appetizers and drinks. And some of the fun things that I found with this finding that I knew about, but I wasn't too sure really what happens inside them, really, to be honest with you. And they have festive beverages. One's called moose milk, and one's called caribou blood. Yes. So actually, this was interesting because the moose milk is made with rum, vodka, ice cream, milk, Kahlua, usually some nutmeg or some cinnamon. And it's actually a Royal Canadian Navy tradition. Then you have the caribou blood, where it sounds really bad, right? Uh, it probably is really that bad, but not in the terms that the name sounds, it comes off as. So they have it made with red wine, um, whiskey, maple syrup, and you can serve this hot or cold. I'm sure it wouldn't matter after a few sips because it sounds pretty heavy duty. Shout out to Quebec because that's where it's from. Yeah. So, a little bit about me, how I celebrate and how I've been celebrating my whole life, and how my family's traditional ways of celebrating New Year's is to actually go out with a big bang. For as long as I can remember, I was given a kitchen utensil that was able to make a lot of noise on whatever pot or pan that I was given, my jacket to put on, my boots real fast, because as soon as that countdown ended, we were running out the front door or the balcony or wherever we were, and we were definitely making as much noise as possible, having the best time together, being with friends and family that we love, that we wanted to bring in the new year with. And that's how we bring it in. Lots of food, lots of music, lots of dancing, lots of laughing, just enjoying the time together with the ones that we love, making sure that we bring in the new year with a bang and start off fresh with all the positive energy and love put into it. And I've been really blessed to have that celebration every single year. So that's how we celebrate. What will you be doing to bring in this New Year's? How will you be celebrating? I hope you guys have a safe and very fun celebration. Happy New Year's to you all. Thank you for your support. I appreciate your love, your likes, your comments, your shares, your follows, your subscribes. I'm really enjoying this journey that we're on together. And let's do this. Cheers.